Alright, so today we're talking about my makeup must-haves when traveling. About how to pack a toiletry bag for women where you put both your makeup and your toiletries in the same bag. That video is more for the minimalist who, doesn't want to bring multiple bags. I personally like to bring 2 bags. So I'll bring one clear bag for my liquids and then this bag for just other makeup items that I like to use. Everybody's different. I'm someone who enjoys traveling but also enjoys wearing makeup. That's just my personal preference, but I got a lot of requests to make this video, so that's what we're doing. So I'm just gonna go through basically, this is mainly what I even do on a daily basis, but if I'm traveling, I will kind of condense it to these specific items. So the first items that I like to bring are my foundations. I don't bring it in this, I'll put it in a little container like I showed in a few of my other videos, but I definitely like to wear foundation. My makeup routine definitely differs depending on what kind of traveling I'm doing. If I'm going to a place where I know I'm gonna be outside a lot, sweating, walking, hiking, I don't really bring that much makeup, especially if it's like a shorter trip, so I bring my foundation. I definitely bring some type of moisturizer, my trusty First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I'll put this on before I go to bed at night and then in the morning after I've washed and cleansed my face. And then I definitely like to bring brushes. Now that I've gotten my Sephora brushes, I definitely like to use them and bring them with me. So I bring, my blending brush, my contour brush, and a blush brush, a couple of eyeshadow brushes, and then an eyeshadow blending brush as well. So that I will go ahead and put in here. And then for like contour, bronzer kind of thing, again, depending on where I'm going, I'll either just bring my Hoola bronzer. They do have travel size Hoola bronzers. I'll link them in the description. I don't have one yet, but I definitely plan on getting one. I like the Hoola bronzer because it's perfect for my skin, but also because it just has this little brush in here that you can use. So it's kind of like multi-use and has a little mirror. So that's nice. But for the most part, I will bring my Anastasia light to medium contour kit. I like to bring this because it's flat, first of all, so like it just fits really nicely in my bag, but also because it just has so many options for like different things. So I can highlight, I can contour, I can use it for eyeshadow, I can brighten up my under eyes if I don't want to bring concealer. It just has a lot of options, and I like that it's powder so I don't have to put it in my liquids bag. Plus, it's just such an amazing product. I love it so much. So yeah, I like to bring that. For blush, I will either bring a small little powder brush, so I'll bring like this NYX, I think it's Amber is the color, or I'll just bring, like I've shown before, the Pixie Sheer Cheek Gel, because I can use this for lip color as well. Especially if I'm like not wearing a lot of makeup, this just looks really subtle and natural. A travel must-have for me are these little blending brushes. I don't like to bring my huge blending brush because it does take up a lot of space in your makeup bag. You can get these online. They're called Real Techniques by Sam and Nick, and it comes with 4. They're just so tiny. I really like to bring these. I like to use them for concealer or just even if I'm like quickly doing my makeup. It does expand a little bit when you get it wet. That's a good thing because then it's just not this concentrated little sponge that's not really doing much. Now, highlighter is something I don't normally bring when I'm traveling. I am currently using the Too Faced highlighter just in my everyday makeup routine. It's so beautiful, but it is really big and bulky, so I probably wouldn't bring this with me. I would probably find an alternative. Highlight is something I'm pretty new to, so if I were gonna bring some, if I'm going to a fancy event, I might bring it, but for the most part, I'll just leave that out. For concealer, you guys have heard me talk about this before. I will not go without concealer now. I just love it too much. The one I use is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. It's just so creamy. It's beautiful. I use the color Medium Sand, and there's also another one I use. What I like about the Tarte concealers is that a lot of them will work with my skin. There's just something about the way that it like melts into your skin. A lot of different people can wear the same shade. It's just really nice. It's a little bit more expensive, but I highly recommend it over drugstore concealer because it just doesn't crease at all. It's just very nice and creamy. I will definitely always bring this with me on my travels. Mascara is something I will not go without. It is a staple. Even if I'm like no makeup face, I have to wear mascara. So I'll usually just bring, like, you can go to any drugstore and just get like a smaller mascara. You only use a little bit on your trip, so definitely get like some kind of travel one. I have the Revlon Volumizing one. I like it, it's nice, and I got it for the size and it works well. So for brows, I bring the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the color medium brown. Not only is this just an amazing brow pencil, but it has both sides, like it has two sides. So one side has the brush, one side has the pencil, and it's super slim, so it's perfect for traveling. I bring this with me everywhere I go. If I am gonna bring eyeliner, I usually bring a liquid eyeliner. Most people when they travel, they bring pencils, but I'm just not good at pencils. I find that I'm really good with the liquid eyeliner. So I just bring a slim little, it's like as slim as a pen, and yeah, I just bring that with me. And then for lips, I will definitely bring like a lip balm or a chapstick. I like to go with tinted lip balms just because I feel like they give a little bit more life to your face. My favorite at the moment is the Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm, and the color that I use is Rose. It's just gorgeous. It's just so silky and smooth, and it always keeps my lips hydrated. I just love it. When I'm traveling, I usually won't go as bold as something like this, but I definitely want to bring some type of lip color if I'm doing something fancier or just want to look nice. So the one I'm currently using is the Marc Jacobs Kiss Kiss Bang Bang shade. It's just a tiny little travel size. I'll link it in the description below. It's just a great one to have, and I think it looks pretty, it complements pretty much every skin tone, I think. And then last but not least, I definitely bring makeup wipes. Depending on if you're staying at a hotel or a hostel or wherever you're staying, sometimes they'll provide them for you, but you know, I think this goes without saying, makeup wipes are the way to go. Because I like to wear a little bit more makeup than say your average girl, I like to wipe off my makeup with a wipe first and then cleanse my face with my facial cleanser. And that's basically it. That's pretty much everything I bring in my makeup bag. If you're someone who likes to wear a decent amount of makeup like me, these are the products that I highly recommend. I think that a lot of the products that I mentioned are just very complimentary for each skin type, but they're also just really good products that over the years I have found, and they've become a staple to my makeup bag. Stay tuned for a lot more fun content coming your way. I have so many videos that I've already filmed and that I'm planning on filming. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and head over to the community tab. I have a question up there of suggested videos, so if you have any questions or if you have a suggestion for a video, leave it in that community tab. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.